I'm at the main St. Albert Transit Center, which is actually located in Edmonton. Naki means stop, so this is a bus stop. There is a medium-sized parking lot here, but it is mostly full, and there's also a bike rack. Here's the transit center itself. The bus stop signs look like old ETS ones, except the bus is changed to a St. Albert Transit bus. They also have printed timetables, so you don't have to use technology. So let's go inside the transit center. Inside is nice and clean. There are no strange smells here. In fact, there's nobody here at all. There's also a space for a convenience store. I've never taken St. Albert Transit before, so we're gonna use the ARC cart to go in there. It's noon right now, and this transit center looks completely deserted. I don't know when the next bus is actually coming, but I'll take any bus going into St. Albert. There's 7 buses going into Edmonton. They also have a St. Albert Center exchange. It looks like there's 16 buses. In terms of the transit center layout, all the bus stops on the south side go into Edmonton, which makes sense, and then all of the bus stops on the north side go into St. Albert. This is an interesting design of the St. Albert transit system. You'll see 2 clumps of bus routes here, all converging into this spot, but there's no real direct route into St. Albert Center. So most of the buses from here end up going here anyway. They labeled this a St. Albert Transit boundary, which makes this look like it's part of St. Albert itself. There's also no explanation of what the dotted line routes are. I'm assuming those are peak hour routes. One peculiar thing about this transit center is that there is no bus map inside the shelter itself. If you want to see the bus map, you're gonna have to look in one of those outdoor shelters. Not even a poster. It looks like the buses are on a 1-hour frequency. Oh, it's 12:14 and there are exactly 2 buses coming in at the same time. And there's also a lot of people all headed towards Edmonton. The ones on this side, they said take you directly into St. Albert Center. The one at the front takes 10 minutes to get there, so I'm gonna hop on that. So I'm taking an Arctic. Oh, he's closed his door. 203. Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good afternoon.
Here's how much it costs. Plexiglass is misspelled. And this is the bus. Oh, these are comfy seats. Edmonton could never. And we're off. All of the buses came in at the same time. While it's nice to do this, based on the number of routes they have, all going pretty much to the same place, I think they should stagger them. Plus, this bus left earlier than everybody else anyway, so you can't make the connection. This route traveled straight down St. Albert Trail, which actually wasn't on the bus map. They have those old school buses where you have to wave to open the door. Yeah, there we go. So ghetto. There we go, we're at St. Albert Center Mall. So they got multiple lanes going out, and then you cross all at the edge here. You have to press this to, there, it changes right away when you press it. Okay. Stay tuned for the trip back as I spend the day in St. Albert.